Good evening. It's almost the end of the year. Are you excited? I'm so excited. I love to plan. I love to plan. I love to plan. And I didn't used to. I will say it was only 2015 that I started using a Google Calendar. So it's only been a few years that I've been a planorama. So how many of you guys do you plan or do you need help planning? If you need help planning, let me know, send me a message. But if you plan, let me know what works. I'm gonna show you a little bit of just my morning routine. I'm actually planning out like my whole year in very detailed ways. I'm not attached to the way it happens, but I am planning it out, and I'm gonna work the plan and be surprised by the unfolding that comes. But I want to show a few things that I do that have been a few things that I already do, mostly I already do. And then I'm going to show you some things that I'm going to add, and it's been really fun. I've already been playing with them. And so this is all stuff that I do in the morning, actually. And what I like to say, hey, good evening. Namaste, my friend. So good to see you. I want to ask you, what is like one thing you do in the morning, for sure, like all the time? And if you don't have one thing, what is one thing you'd like to do every morning? What would be one thing that would be cool that you would love to do every morning? Write it down below. I'd love to hear. So I'm going to share with you some of the stuff that I do. And some of it feels kind of like, it's interesting. It feels kind of vulnerable to share this, just so you know. It feels kind of funny, like you're seeing into my morning before I'm awake and available to the world. So this is what I like to do. I like to awaken with gratitude. So I wake up and I think to myself, wow, another day. Wow. What's going to happen today? Wow, another day. Amazing. So exciting. Yes. So awakening with gratitude is number one. And then I want to cuddle with hopefully a love at some point. But right now it's my kitty, Sebastian, and Speedy Gonzalez, my chihuahua. Do some cuddles. So just share love. Awaken with gratitude, share love, and cuddle. 10 breaths. So really making sure that I breathe and be with myself and allow the lungs to open and the central channel to open, and 10 really sweet breaths, wake up. And then A Course in Miracles, Laura said. Oh, nice. Then I go to the bathroom, I write that down. I'm not sure why, but I wrote it. It's part of my morning. And then I have some water with lemon. I'm going to go fluoride free next year, so I've been doing it, but I'm going to go all, as much as possible, all fluoride free and see what happens. Working on my intuitive abilities. Don't want that fluoride up in that pineal gland. And then I also walk Speedy Gonzalez, like my dog. So I get some movement in. I get outside. It's not a bunch of nature, but it's nature in the sense the air outside is not the same as the air inside. When my body hits the outdoor air, there's a new breath. So good. Ugh, so yummy. And then so I take a walk and stuff in the morning. And this is still dark out. It's like still super dark. I wake up in the 4 to 5 a.m. range. So, whatever time works for you is fine. But I wake up early to do all these things that are yummy for me before I start to be of service to the world. I listen to Sun Soul Astrology, my astrologer, for any of you guys know, Maru Matu. I love her. I'm part of her membership program, so I listen to a daily astrology. So I don't really care about what's going on in politics and what's going on in wars and all that crap. I used to care, but I don't anymore. I used to actually work with all that stuff, and I realized it's all a crock of crap. So I'm more interested in astrology because I want to know what's going on planetary, because it simply helps me understand what's going on energetically with people. And same thing, like because I'm with myself, I want to know what's going on, and with others of service, I want to know what's going on because usually the energy is very similar with a lot of people, and so I just want to follow it and stay in tune. I have a 6 a.m. accountability call with my friend Al Ingalls. You guys know her, the blonde lady, right? The awesome pressure-free method. I drink coffee in the morning that I really love. I take a bath in the morning. Okay, so these are things that I've already done, and yeah, Christy said I agree. The outside air feels good. All of these things that I put on here, I didn't do all at once. I just started adding them a little bit at a time. So I would suggest whatever it is that's on your list, you want, just like add one or two things, and that's it. I just have added these over the years, and so it's very normal for me to do all this stuff. It's just natural. Now what I want to add also, and I also do a Facebook Live and a bowstring practice. Like I already do that stuff still too. It's just things every year I've just added a little bit. Now I'm adding in writing and meditation. I've kind of been a back and forth meditator, and I want to be more of a consistent meditator. And same thing with writing. I've been back and forth with writing. I want to be consistent. So I'm just going to put it into my morning routine. Even if it's just a little bit, I'm going to do it. And I've been writing, and what's beautiful, and I'm feeling even vulnerable sharing this, but I've been just stream of consciousness writing, just writing, no clue what's going to come out, just allowing it. And it's actually kind of like poetic and beautiful. And I'm not used to that. I'm used to being very like professorial, academic. And when I'm doing this stream of consciousness writing, it's coming out really beautiful. So that's a new experience of myself. I didn't even know. I'm actually going to start a blog on my website, so that'll be fun. I'm just going to share what I'm doing, and just like I do here now. And then meditation, same thing. Just sit still. I've been hearing the messages for like years to sit still, and it's my practice. I teach presence. I speak about presence on stage. Why? Because sitting still is hard for me. Is it hard for you? That's why I do all this stuff. Focus, so I can really get done and build my dream life. And this stuff is actually really yummy and good. It doesn't really ask me to do anything but take care of myself and be with you at the Facebook Live, really. And that's pretty awesome. So I highly recommend taking care of you. You know what they say, love you and you'll get more love, or take care of you and you'll be given more, appreciate what you have and you'll be given more, all of that. That's what this is it. Appreciate what you have. How can you appreciate anything but your body and yourself? Like, that's the one thing you have. Oh man, I got jazzed. I didn't know that was coming out. Laura said, I'm starting an herbalism class. Love it. I wish I knew more about that kind of stuff. That's so cool. Keep posting stuff and teach me some stuff. Please, thank you. And all of a sudden started doodling. I've never drawn a thing well in my life. Wow! And now boom, she's drawing. That's amazing, girl. Yeah, I mean, I used to say I wasn't creative. And then do you ever know anybody out there or yourself that says, I'm not creative? I'm so creative. All I do is create all day. I'm like, I got ideas. And then everybody around me is like, you can't make that happen that quickly. Oh yeah, I'll tell you. I'll do it twice and double and half the time. All right, part of it. And the reason is because of all this. So one of my clients recently said, Lila, why am I doing the bowstring? Because then if you join me in my mastermind program, I'm going to teach you how to build a six-figure business, but I'm also going to teach you how to take care of your body in a certain way, where you build presence, where you're really powerful, and you have a new posture so that when you walk in any room, you're bright, you're just become the attractor. You don't have to go out and chase stuff in your business. People come to you. But it takes you taking care of this physical form. This physical form is what brings the vision, the business to life. So if people don't take this physical form, I'm like, I gotta preach it. I'm on my pulpit. I can feel it. I'm getting down. I love you. Just take care of your body. If you need help, let me know. This stuff is what's gonna get me to $1 million in my business. Like, I know it. I'm not even worried about it. That actually, you know what's gonna get me there is this, friends. Man, I can't believe I'm healing myself right as we speak. I love y'all. If you need help with doing Facebook Live, you want to get on here, I'll tell you what. It's healing, because you say some stuff, you have no idea what's going to come out. Talk about stream of consciousness right here, right now. I have things in my head, notes taken down. You never know what's going to happen, though. This is a healing process, Facebook Live. Tell you what. Okay, and then here's some other stuff, and I don't know if this is for sure. This is just an ideal day, and then I'm going to change it up based upon the different days of the week. I actually want to look different. I know my cycle. I know what a Monday is like versus a Friday. I know what a Thursday and a Tuesday and a Saturday look like in my world, and what I want them to look like. I know what week 1 of the month versus week 4 of the month. I know what an August is like versus a January, because I've lived in my business long enough now. I lived in my life long enough to create my own personal reality. I want you to create your own personal reality. If you're in a personal reality that's not of your creation, let's chat. If you don't even know what personal reality you want, you need somebody to mirror. You need somebody to just help you figure it out. Friend, a colleague, mentor, something. Because this, I'm just creating more and more and more, right? This is just, it's the start of next year, and I'm going to do I got a whole series of papers that I have to do, and then it all comes together, and everything's going to be beautiful. And then it unfolds actually even way better than I could have expected. That's the crazy thing. Things are going to unfold for you way better than you expect, if you believe. And vision. That's it. Do some work. Michael Bruce said, you got a mirror view. I know. Oh, how does the mirror view work, buddy? So, your camera, some setting, and your webcam software, everything is backwards.
I know, Michael Bruce Allen. You know what? You're the brilliant techie guy. I'll tell you what. I need some of that. Totally agree, Lila. So I'm kind of glad it's backwards so you guys don't totally see into my life. Just kidding. Self-love is so important, Christy said, right? Yeah. I mean, okay. The reason we do the body work, the reason we take care of self is so that more comes. When you show God, the universe, spirit, yourself, your heart energy, whatever you want to call it, when you show yourself that you are worth taking care of, that you are worth being present, that you are worth getting into yourself in a whole new way, it will send you more. It will say, oh, you're so worthy. Here, I'll give you some more. Oh, you're taking care of you? Oh, somebody else wants to take care of you too. Oh, you're loving on you all day, every day? Somebody else wants to love on you all day, every day too. Huh, isn't that interesting? You don't have to work so hard to just go around taking care of yourself all day, right? Why not? Why not look at life like that? So you may not be here yet, and I love you. I totally get it. You may not be in the place where you can do this yet. I've been working. Like, I left my whole life 5.5 years ago, and I was like, this isn't working. I'm gonna redo this shit. And I've been doing it hard in the beginning, but it was hard in the beginning until I got mentorship, until I got coaching, until I started hanging around colleagues and people who were doing this kind of stuff all the time. That's all I want to be around, because I'm like, I want to create my own life. I'm not living in the system. I'm not being socially impacted by all that BS that's out there. If you guys are watching TV, stop it. Get rid of the TV and put some Post-it notes on your wall. Come over to my house. We'll eat some vegan food and get in the hot tub. I love you. You don't have to live like me. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. I'm just going to give you some ideas. Even if you just take one of them, it'd be cool. And share this if you think share this if you think it'd be helpful, like, to a friend if it's not helpful to you. Anyways, Vanessa said, thank you for sharing, Lila. I love you. Okay, so then same thing. I do this, I like to do a walk. I do a call with Elle. I started putting time down, right? When I want to sell this isn't going to happen exactly, right? This is I'm just playing. I'm just playing right now, right? Like, I'm going to map more out, but this is just, I just started and I'm sharing, like, the roughness. So, playing. Doesn't this sound nice though? So I take care of myself, and I do some work, because I like to work really early in the morning because I'm really bright and sharp. So I do actually work really early in the morning. Sometimes I'll even get up at like 3 a.m. or 1:30 in the morning, and I'll do a little work. Like, I know that's weird, but that's just when I'm awake, right? So and I get so jazzed, and I get really creative ideas, and I just want to do stuff. So I'm just like, so I do work in the morning usually, but if not, whatever, I'll do some, not a bunch. And then wouldn't it be cool here to sell, for 3 hours, teach for 2 hours, set up some more calls, do some, for a couple more hours, maybe be done by work at 6, dinner, friends, dancing. I mean, that's kind of like ideal life, is food, friends, and movement. For me, that's my ideal life. So I just want to show you this. This is, like I said, a super rough draft. It's not everything yet. I'm going to map out. I have a ton of things that I'm going to bring forward in 2019, and in particular, I'm really, really focusing, just so you know. Chrissy said, amen, TV is a waste of time. Psh, get rid of that telly. Psh, get rid of that telly. Psh, get rid of that telly. Yes, I said that on repeat. Feed your brain with positivity and live life. Yeah, when people say, like, why don't you have a television? And I'm like, why would I watch somebody else's life instead of live my own? That's what I always say. I'm like joking with them, but they're like, boing. Yeah, I'm like, I want to live my life. I don't want to watch somebody else live theirs. I'm like totally not at all interested. Getting me to see a movie is very difficult, actually. If it's good, if you recommend a movie, like, I'll go see it. If you're like, you have to see this because it's thebomb.com and like everybody in the bomb and it's like so good, I'll totally go see it. But like, I went to see Wonder Woman and I don't know, I think one other one recently in the past couple years. But usually I won't, because I'm not that interested. I'm so in tune with what's going on. I kind of already know. Anyways. I just feel it. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So next year, big vision, really, my primary focus is, I usually host one retreat per year, and I'm hosting 2 retreats this next year, one in May and one in November. The intention is for you to come. for you to transform the way you view money, the way you view yourself, the way you show up, because how you show up at the retreat is how you show up in life and in your business. So I really am really wanting to work with primarily spiritual entrepreneurs, yoga teachers, healers, alternative medicine doctors, people who I have, some of my clients are even, for example, beautiful and business coaches. They're doing branding, but they have this like edge, this vision that's beyond what the normal is, outside of the box thinker, very visionary. I had a coach recently say to me, she goes, "Your people, you're all quirky. So if you're quirky, you are authentic. You're willing to express yourself authentically because you really don't have. You're one of those people like you don't even know what it's like to be unreal because you've been not real before and you're real now. You're like, psh, done with that." So those are the people that I want to help bring your vision to physical form through your business, so you can help put more money in the good guys' hands. That's what I keep thinking, and I don't know if I want to say that out loud because I'm not trying to say anybody's bad. But I'm going to share that little line that keeps coming out. It's like, Lila, put more money in the good guy's hands. Put more money in the good guy's hands. So that's what I'm going to focus on in 2019 primarily. So excited. Drop the phone. All right. Johanna said, "I cannot sit through a movie for the life of me." Yeah. I can't. I mean, I can if it's in the theater and there's popcorn. Right? Give me a laughter if you're like in for popcorn. I've been kind of into popcorn lately. My girlfriend, one of my best friends, she got me one of those popcorns in a tin, and she's probably gonna bring it to me tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited about it. I've kind of been into holiday popcorn. It's the holiday. I think that's the one thing that I've got into this year. That's pretty much it. I got some holiday popcorn. That's about it. Not even holiday popcorn. It's just like a popcorn kettle corn, just like regular kettle corn you can get all year round from Sprouts. It's not even interesting, but anyways. Plan your life, live your plan your work your plan your play your plan. Really, it's like, it doesn't have to stay this way, but I would say if you were to do anything, just add one thing. I added baths a few years ago. I added lemon water a few years ago. In 2018, I added Facebook Live in the morning, and that was, super impactful. I mean, I grew my business. I have clients all over the world. People know me everywhere I go. I'm on the board of directors of the biggest networking group in Colorado, or in Denver. Probably Colorado because Denver is the biggest city. Like, all this stuff happened because I just shut up. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do Facebook Live every day. Let's see what happens. Boom. All these things. And this is just the beginning, friends. So if you need help, reach out. I love you. Oh, we got some happy faces up in here. We got some laughter. Thank you for that. I apologize for my face not being more beautiful tonight. I was hoping to. Usually I would have more makeup. So my best friend Al Ingalls, but I just got so inspired. I wanted to share this before the. It's like the New Year tomorrow. It's like I gotta show you some stuff about planning the New Year. Don't let the New Year go by without thinking about what you want to make happen next year. It doesn't have to be like all planned out perfectly by midnight, but like just get some pink pens out or something. Green. If you want to make money, you know what I do? I use green pens. You green it up. So that's going to be next. So you got green. See the green? I don't know why I'm being weird. I think I'm tired. I don't do lives late. Namaste, friends. Stay bright. Sending you so much love.